Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the eerie world of dolls. You know, those things that sit in the corner of your room staring at you with those lifeless eyes? Yeah, those things are creepy. From haunted dolls to just plain unsettling ones, we're going deep into the history and the stories that'll make you sleep with the lights on. So grab your blankie, maybe your favorite teddy bear for comfort, and let's get started. Imagine a place in Mexico covered in decaying dolls, their limbs tangled in the trees. Locals say they're haunted by a girl who drowned there. This isn't just some horror movie prop. Annabelle is a real Raggedy Ann doll, locked away because she's supposedly possessed by a demon. Robert the doll doesn't like to be disrespected. Forget to ask before you take his picture? Let's just say you've been warned. Chapter 4. Peggy the Doll. One look is all it takes. People claim just looking at Peggy's face can make you sick. Nausea, anxiety, even heart attacks. Is she cursed? Chapter 5. Victorian China Dolls. Not so innocent. Those delicate china dolls from the Victorian era. Look closer. Those cracks in their porcelain might be hiding something sinister. Chapter 6. Porcelain Dolls. Those eyes are watching you. Their human-like faces and glassy eyes seem to follow you. Are porcelain dolls just realistic, or are they haunted by something more? Voodoo dolls are believed to be linked to the person they represent. Harm the doll and, well, you harm the person. Think about it. Would you buy a haunted doll online? Some sellers claim these dolls come with some extra baggage, the paranormal kind. Pupa the doll is restless. She's been known to move around on her own and even rearrange things in her case. Chapter 10. Okiku the doll, hair that never stops growing. Okiku is a Japanese doll with a creepy secret. Her hair keeps growing. Some say it's the spirit of a girl trapped inside. Chapter 11. Zombie dolls, the stuff of nightmares. They're made to look like corpses with lifeless eyes and decaying bodies. Zombie dolls are the stuff of nightmares. Chapter 12. Blythe dolls. Those eyes. Blythe dolls are known for their large, staring eyes. They're supposed to be cute, but some people find them downright menacing. Chapter 13. Buried with dolls. A final farewell. All over the world, dolls have been found buried in coffins. Were they meant to comfort the dead, or is there something more sinister at play? Chapter 14. Doll heads on beaches. Where do they come from? Imagine walking along the beach and finding a doll head half buried in the sand. Creepy, right? Chapter 15. Human hair dolls, a piece of the past. Back in the Victorian era, some dolls were made with real human hair. It was meant to make them look realistic, but it gives them a creepy vibe. Remember those talking dolls like Chatty Cathy? Sometimes they'd malfunction and say the creepiest things. The Twilight Zone episode with Talking Tina scared a whole generation. Suddenly, dolls weren't so innocent anymore. Reborn dolls are supposed to look like real babies. They're incredibly lifelike, but some people find them unsettling. Those painted-on smiles? Yeah, those are creepy. Clown dolls have been freaking people out for decades. Some people believe that old porcelain dolls from the 1800s are haunted by the spirits of the children who owned them. Those cracked faces and creepy smiles, ventriloquist dummies have always had a sinister vibe. Soul dolls are used to house the spirits of the dead. It's a beautiful tradition, but it definitely makes them a little eerie. In Japan, there's a story about a doll that grew human teeth. Some people claim to have seen it and heard it whisper. Cry. Baby dolls are supposed to cry, but sometimes they malfunction and let out these blood-curdling screams. In Japan, Hina dolls are used for a festival, but there are stories of people hearing footsteps near them at night. Mannequins are used to train doctors, but those lifelike features can make you feel like you're being watched. Antique wooden dolls, with their cracked paint and faded eyes, look like they've seen some things, and maybe they have. Sometimes the strings of a marionette doll move on their own. It's like they're being controlled by an unseen force. German bisque dolls are incredibly lifelike, with glass eyes and real human hair. They're like miniature people frozen in time. Some paranormal investigators use spirit boxes to communicate with spirits, and sometimes they get responses near haunted dolls. In the Victorian era, when a child died, families would sometimes create dolls in their image. Talk about creepy. There's a legend that blonde-haired porcelain dolls are cursed. People have reported hearing whispers and footsteps around them. Haitian voodoo dolls are said to be incredibly powerful. It's believed that they can be used to curse people with bad luck or illness. The Haunted Museum in Las Vegas is home to a collection of supposedly cursed dolls. Visitors have reported feeling uneasy around them. Early Barbie dolls had these really intense staring eyes. They were going for glamorous, but it came across as kind of creepy. Some dolls have eyes that open and close, but when they malfunction, it can look like they're blinking on their own. In Japan, they have funerals for dolls that are believed to contain spirits. It's a way of showing respect and ensuring peace. In the past, wax dolls were sometimes used in funeral ceremonies. They were often made to look like the deceased. In Native American culture, Kachina dolls represent spirits. They're not meant to be scary, but they do have a certain energy to them. Archaeologists have found cradle dolls in ancient burial sites. It's believed that they were meant to protect the spirits of children. In Yoruba culture, twin dolls are used to honor a deceased twin. It's a way of keeping their memory alive. Clown dolls from the 1930s are extra creepy because the paint has faded over time. Those once cheerful smiles now look downright menacing. During the Victorian era, mourning dolls were dressed in black to represent the grief of losing a child. Poltergeist dolls are said to cause disturbances in homes. They might move on their own or make strange noises. In ancient Egypt, dolls were sometimes mummified and buried with the dead. They were meant to serve as companions in the afterlife. Early baby dolls often had deep, hollow eyes that seemed to follow you around the room. Spooky! Some people believe that dolls can be possessed by spirits. If you're ever around one and feel a sudden chill, it might be a sign. Sound-activated dolls are programmed to talk or make noises when they hear a sound, but sometimes they go off on their own. Nightmare dolls are designed to look scary. They're like something out of your worst nightmares. Ever buy a souvenir doll from a supposedly haunted location? You might have brought home more than just a souvenir. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed learning about all these creepy dolls. If you're anything like me, you're probably going to be seeing dolls in your nightmares tonight. But hey, at least you'll have some spooky stories to tell. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more creepy content. Sweet dreams.